Hi guys, my name is Haley, and the strategy that I chose to demonstrate for you today is from Chapter 7, which is collecting and processing words. Collecting words itself is a strategy that helps children develop better vocabularies, both in speaking and in writing. So there's a lot of research that also supports this strategy. Having frequent exposure, explicit instructions such as acting the words out, words taught within a story, and moving from low demand to high demand words are all important parts of the strategy. So I'm going to be demonstrating the strategy and activity that I've been working on in my CCT's classroom. So I'm going to modify it a little bit for this presentation because I'm with a kindergarten group. So I will discuss that after. Thank you. Okay, Casey, you did a really great job helping me read that story. So let's talk about the new vocabulary words that we heard in our story. And our first one was the word firefly. And a firefly is a bug that glows. Can you repeat that?
A firefly is a bug that glows.
Great job. All right, our next word that we heard in our story was glow. Glow is brightness or light that comes from something. Can you repeat that?
Glow is brightness or light that comes from something.
Excellent. And our last word was wish. Wish is to really want something. Can you repeat that?
A wish is to really want something.
Awesome. Have you ever made a wish?
No.
Oh, I'm sure you probably did when you blew out your birthday candles. You just don't remember. But we are now going to add these to our vocabulary circle, but let's practice our old vocabulary words, okay? So our first vocabulary word was fix. Do you remember what fix was?
To put back together.
Great job. Our next vocab word was sink. Do you remember what sink was?
Yeah, it's where I wash my hands.
Okay, yes, that is where you wash your hands, but it also means to fall or drop slowly. Can you repeat that?
To fall or drop slowly.
Very good. All right. So our next word was healthy. Do you remember what healthy was?
Yeah, it's to not be sick.
Good job. And then we had scrub. What was scrub?
You rub really hard.
Yes, rub your hands really hard. Good job. And then what about shaky?
It's when you shake.
Close. So you're right. You do shake when you're shaky, but shaky is not firm. Can you say that?
Shaky is not firm.
Good job. And our last word that we had was autumn. Do you remember what autumn was?
I don't remember.
Oh, that's okay. Autumn is another name for the season of fall. Can you remember that?
Autumn is the season of fall.
Very good, my dear. All right, great job. So now Miss Haley's going to mark off your vocab words that you have mastered, and you got a bunch right. You did fix and healthy and scrub. Good job, buddy. All right, thank you. So for my activity, what you saw was I had done a individual reading with a young kindergarten student. And from the small book that we did, there were new vocabulary words, and we discussed them. It was firefly, glow, and wish. And when we reviewed them now, they were going to get added to a vocabulary ring. And this is the part of collecting the words that, we discuss in the strategy. So every time, we get new vocabulary words, we add them to this ring. And so there will be constant reviewing and time to practice them. Some of the things I didn't get to demonstrate in the video would have been to act out the words. For firefly could have been, bzz, something along the line. Glow, we could have glown. And then wish, something like, I wish. But some of those weren't necessarily, all very good verbs to do or even nouns in that aspect. But we now, are going to be able to teach one of the steps is to teach with a story. So these vocabulary words come from the story. And we're also going to be moving from low demand to high demand. I didn't necessarily do that in this activity, but in the future I would. So again, what's going to help then with the other step is frequent exposure would be to, constantly review or make sure that these are words that we could use in other subjects or just have them listed along the classroom. Then one of the things that I did at the end of my video was I highlighted the words that I felt that the student had mastered. So we would keep a, a vocabulary word list that every time that they have a word that they no longer need help on and that they can just tell me the definition, they'll get highlighted. So then we'll know, okay, we can either take that off the ring or keep it on the ring for the continued practice. But then we also know, okay, now I can start giving you extra words or harder words, or if we need to stop and stay and still work on certain words. So that would be a good way for me as the teacher to keep track of what the students are doing without getting too lost in everything. So I feel I really do like this strategy. It's something that I do see my CCT using now, and it's still very early on in the year. So these kids only have a few words on their ring. So I would like to see what happens at the end of the year. But this is definitely something that I would use in my classroom. And I think I'm already starting to get excited about this strategy. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you were able to take away from collecting and processing words. Thank you.